Where were you in 1992 at the time of the first United Nations Convention on Sustainable Development?
I was a member of the German delegation to the Earth Summit and was Minister for Environment in a German state. So I saw the big enthusiasm and the commitment 20 years ago.
What do you think are the three main challenges facing parties at Rio+20?
Now we need a new dynamics for sustainable development. And certainly green economy is one of the huge issues, not only for industrialized countries, but for all countries of this planet Earth. Second is, of course, poverty eradication. And I think the two go together. Investing in sustainable energies, it can create jobs and incentives for small, medium-sized companies. And certainly, I would say we need a governance structure on the global level. It has to be managed, and we see that the world is a bit in a chaos, and that has to be structured.
So what are your expectations for Rio+20?
Now, we have been quite good in the 90s, but then the last decade is a bit a lost decade. We had 9/11 and all sorts of other issues. Now we have financial crisis, and one has the feeling there is no more commitment to a green economy, to a sustainable development, and all the indicators are negative. We have a footprint, ecological footprint that is negative. We would need two planets and not one, but we have only one. So this one world has to stick together to make new efforts.
How has industry responded to Rio+20, and how has this been communicated to you?
Now, industry is still unfortunately split. We have the green industry looking for the opportunities, and we have the brown industry, let's call it brown industry, that are having anxieties and fearing the new developments. So I think the green industry is the future. And they are very keen to look to new commitments and new engagements because it's their business, it's business opportunities.
What advice would you give to industry in the run-up to the conference?
I would advise industry to prepare in this 21st century for really resources efficiency, for energy efficiency, for efficiency. ITC technologies, all other technologies should help us to have a good standard of life, to have what we need as habitats, as buildings, as transport, as communication instruments, as energy needs, but with a much lower consumption of resources. And that's the big challenge. We need a new industrial revolution. And this is a huge opportunity for researchers, for developers, for those who produce, and for the service industry.
You mentioned the economic crisis. Do you think that Rio+20 will suffer from the current crisis, or will it be an opportunity for momentum?
The danger is that the financial and economic crisis is, let's say, stopping decision makers to take the right decisions, and that they are too short-sighted. They look on this crisis, but the ecological crisis is a much bigger one. The financial crisis coming is going, but the ecological crisis and the climate crisis is growing. It's not going away, and therefore we need to do much more engagements and efforts.
Finally, what is your message to your colleagues in the other institutions, the Commission and the Council?
Europe has started industrialization 200 years ago. Now that spread all over the world. They have copied our model of development. It's clearly not the model of the future, and we have to change a lot. So Europe has to be a front runner in the new economic model, which is the green technology as a sustainable development covering all the three parts: intelligent growth, inclusive growth and smart growth. It's the EU 2020 strategy. We only have to take it serious ourselves.